Welcome back to more Disco Elysium. I actually want to change out of these clothes. Not a big fan of these. Let me put on... I think I'm going to confront the people downstairs. So let me put on all of my authority stuff. So... Man, I thought I had some authority cloaks here. I guess not. Let me just start at the top and see what I'm dealing with. Anything that gives me authority. That's half-light, conceptualization. Not seeing any authority. That's a minus. Either way, let me put this one on. It looks better anyway. That's encyclopedia, Dick Mullins hat, visual calculus, conceptualization. Should I change pants? I should change pants. Let me put these pants on. Alright, and then let me see if anything is decreasing my authority. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I think I got what I need here. Next, I do want to start another thought. And so I got all of these possible ones. Revacholian nationhood, I'm not too keen on. Neither this Guillaume Le Millon. I'm thinking actual art degree. This one sounds fun to me, especially after I painted the mural in the last episode. Yeah, it's another capo type, the worst one, the most savage and brutal. The art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go. Yeah, let me do it. Let me unlock a slot here. And then let me internalize actual art degree. Okay, and that's going to take an hour and a half. My perception is a little lower in the meantime. Okay. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and get out of here and start the day. Can I get in there today?
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Still nothing. Still nothing.
Yeah, not happening. One day I'll be able to go up there, I think. I see the lady smoking on the roof, so surely there's a way to get up there. Alright, so we got Kim here. And let me talk to these people, see if they have anything new to tell me.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He shakes his head, looking like he really is having trouble believing this shit. Okay, then, see you around. Maybe his partner.
Yes? What is it?
She looks at you. Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
That was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really liked it.
She actually did.
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
She looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
You have a blue uniform and mine is black. What does this mean?
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
Okay, goodbye. Let me talk to the bartender.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Alright, so I'm not going to pay the bill anymore. I'm going to go sleep in the shack from now on.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
She sounds glad to see you. That's all for now, ma'am. Alright, nothing new here. Is that the smoker from the balcony? It sure looks like it.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling in rags. Hello, I'm gonna adjust my tie.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to drink myself into oblivion.
A bit too dramatic, don't you think? If you really must do it, then I'd go with something else, some other substance. But then again, you're a cop. It definitely fits the genre. I fit the genre. We all do. Molded by fiction like we're characters in some bad novella. Human psychology is definitely lazy, don't you think?
Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
He takes another drag of his cigarette before knitting his eyebrows. Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You were right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village.
He breathes in and keeps his lungs filled for a moment before letting it out.
Or is it just money? I don't know.
He stares at the bar. What are you? You two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean? A Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
He waves gently with his cigarette holding hand. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
Here's a composure check. So let me put on some
Bye-bye,
composure
gendarme.
clothes. The problem is I think that the thought that I have is -1 composure, right? For the time. Oh, -1 perception. Never mind. Okay, let me see if I have any composure clothes. Got these. Sorry, I know it's probably frustrating to watch when I'm trying to find items here. I wish I could sort them, but I can't. Doing my best. Alright, so no more composure, and then am I... Yeah, I think we're good. I don't see any minus to composure. I don't think I'll pass that check, though. It was pretty tricky. It was 8%.
Hi again, gendarme.
Now it's 28. I mean, I might as well try it. What is it about the way he carries himself?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Alright, I
Bye-bye,
failed it.
gendarme.
Let me put on my authority boots again. This guy's still here. He's always just chilling right there. It's all about money, you know. Okay, let me confront these people.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
She crosses her arms. Are you Lizzie? Elizabeth? Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
She points to the tall man by the table.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy, Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that. A man like Easy Leo could have said anything. Do not be restrained, sire.
He said you're the union fixer. You fix things.
I am a legal counsel. Don't make this personal.
A very minor victory.
Nice. Maybe we'll talk later. Okay, so let me talk to Titus.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. I want to talk about the hanging again.
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
How does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh?
A sip of beer makes the surprise go down easier.
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
Another sip. He's tight-lipped, suddenly.
Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect someone. He's not very good at it.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
The woman steps in before you can answer.
This was a good move. Also, notice how Titus doesn't like her much, especially when she's calling the shots.
No more questions.
About fucking time.
So I like that as you do the investigation and you discover more facts about the crime, you can then confront Titus about it. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hanged man's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hanged man's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
He taps on his right temple.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
I'm gonna ask you again, why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
The little man leans in to inspect the leaden blossom.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Elaine pinches the root of his nose.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
He throws his head back.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
The little guy looks you in the eye.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
She spreads her arms. Don't worry, we will figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like he blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
The tall man crosses his arms on his chest.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and is in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Titus scratches the back of his head.
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official, and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
Titus looks over his shoulder to his men.
MI is short for Moral Intern. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International, the coalition that runs Revachol.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
He says provokingly.
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
He looks around.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said he saw two people of Arapagite descent and one Mesk.
Arapagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking, and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
He did say she, so that's a bit of a slip up on his part.
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
The lieutenant adjusts his spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, do the honor. You've earned it. Not to the lieutenant.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
There's still plenty of drugs out there. In fact, I have some in my bloodstream right now.
Enjoy your shitty ride, junkie cop. We still have it under control. All you're doing is contributing to the local economy. It's just a little hitch.
Yeah, there's always gonna be little sprouts. People find a way to make coin, but that's the little picture. Hardy boys are taking care of the big picture.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
He takes a step closer.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
The little man raises his index finger excitedly.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
He doesn't seem worried.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yes, they are forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
He points to the ground.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Let me see what I want to say here. Do you know that a single Ceres giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees. They're the hornet.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum. arm them to the teeth and let them loose in the city, what do you think is gonna happen?
This Cornell is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of beer to bide his time and then tries to get a last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay. They're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He shakes his beer at you.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Okay, so now all is left is to establish my authority. And you can see that I got bonuses for confronting him regarding all of the things that I found during the investigation, so that's pretty cool. Even then, it's only an 83% chance. Let's try it.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
That really sucks. I really hate that I failed that check. Okay. Well, I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
I'm not shitting myself.
Of course you are. E, didn't Carly work in a diaper shop?
He takes a sip.
Yeah. Callie said you've been hanging around the adult diaper shop, browsing the aisles. Too ashamed to ask for assistance.
Now that I can believe. And then there's the matter of the floor being completely covered in feces.
Yes, shit, feces, poop, scatological jokes. If you don't have anything more to say, then we are going to go back to asking questions.
You don't have to be the butt of every joke. You're making the lieutenant look bad. Just stick to what you know. Guns.
Going to take off for now. That sucks. I can't believe I failed that check. I have to put a point into authority to try again. Let me see what I got here. Turn back the wheels of time. A true Kingsman cannot stomach the grotesque parody of old Revachol in your home. Has become a says. Find a way to turn back time to save suzerainty and give love a second chance. So I gotta ask the local traditionalist. That's right. Okay. Let me look at the map. You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to start going back and hitting some of these checks. So I think what I can do is I can focus on all the checks of the same color, like physical, for example. That way I can use an item like the alcohol, I think gives you +1 to physical for a few minutes. So I could drink alcohol and then try to do all of these pink checks and see what happens. So I got the mirror. Oh my god, this is so buggy. The other thing that's kind of annoying is some of these checks, like the map wall, I've already done that. I can't interact with that anymore, but it just doesn't go away from this list. So it does get a little messy. So the ice cream maker, I still need a stronger crowbar for that. I can try the novelty dice maker. The man from Hyamjal. I can do that. And then we got the mirror is going to be electrochemistry. The warded door, that's another one I already did. It's just lingering on the list, unfortunately. Then there's that barbell from way back in the day. And then the trash container. Because I unlocked it, this one should also not be here anymore. But it is what it is. So I think I can try at least 4 of these if I drink some alcohol. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to speed run these checks and then we'll continue the investigation. So let me go to the library. Oh, there was something here. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Okay. What happened to the lady out here whose husband I found? That's what I want to know. So I need to increase my pain threshold. Let me see if I have items for that. So there you go. Pain threshold. Anything else that will help me with that? Not seeing anything else. And then pain threshold is just +1. Just making sure there's no negative bonuses here. Okay, excellent. So then I could drink alcohol. Yeah, that'll give me +1 physique. Good, and then I do need to put a point into pain threshold to be able to retry it. Oh wow, I can only raise this up to 2. Okay. Let me level that up. Then let me go ahead and drink. Why can't I drink my thing? That's weird. Maybe try the Pilsner? See, why doesn't it pop up here? Isn't it supposed to pop up so I can actually interact with it? Let me reset the scene, maybe. No. Why can't I drink? Are these empty? No, use is left. It says 3. This one says use is left 4. Why can't I use this? There we go. Now it kind of set there. So let me take a drink. Why can't I click this? There we go. Alright, my physique is raised. And we are 60 minutes of raised physique, so let me try this.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal somewhere.
There we go. So my pain threshold is now 92%. Do any of the books call out to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ow.
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hyamdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdal and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women?
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. It's symbolic of vice and sin. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
Okay, so I passed that check. I'm not going to buy anything now. And I think the dice maker is probably best for me to get to from over here. There's also going to be a white check on her. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. Oh, the barbell is here too. Smells like leather and sweat.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
So, it's only 17% chance. I'm gonna try it. Come on. Nope.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
Oh, this was physical instrument. Not pain threshold. My bad.
See? See? This place is cursed.
Whatever, weightlifting is for the intellectually impaired anyway.
It was never my favorite either.
The lieutenant obviously handling you.
At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
The lieutenant steps away from the barbell, letting you recover in peace. Alright, so I'll have to try that one again later. Let me recover some stuff here. Looks like the remains of a 24-hour window repair shop. Is that Emma's atelier? Okay, let me go up here. Back to the dice maker. Alright, and I think hers was... What was her check? What was the skill?
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
So we're doing shivers. Let me see what I can do for shivers. Well, let me look here. There's no shivers here, so I'm not getting any negative bonus from it. Here we go. Shivers for this jacket. Okay. So that's everything. Let me put 1 point into shivers to unlock that check. I have no points into it, so... Let me accept those changes.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
It is still pretty bad. But let's try it. Why hasn't her business failed?
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building holds no more answers for you.
Maybe I should buy a die from her? I think there were $8 though, that's so expensive. Or $10.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Let me try the cursed die. Do you have any cursed die?
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area.
Alright. How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
7 real? Okay. It's a deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
I'm gonna leave. I have to come back here to try shivers again, so I figured I might as well let her work on a die for me. Okay, so I clearly failed all of that. Let me get back out of here, and then one more would be the mirror. I can try the mirror. I think that's electrochemistry. I kind of want to try this one more time by putting a point into physical instrument. Let me level this up. And then let me see if I have any physical instrument stuff. Alright, I got the tank top. And what are we at here with physical instrument? +1. So there's no negative bonus from it. You know what? Before the next episode, I'm going to organize the inventory. I never thought to organize it by what bonuses I get. I think that'll make my life easier. Okay, so I do have an electrochemistry thing on there, but that's for the next check that I'm going to try. But let me try this again. I have to lift this. It's a matter of pride.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
I'm at 42%. Let's do it. Another fail. Very, very unfortunate.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
Fine.
See? See? This place is cursed.
Fuck you, you stupid barbell.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either.
The lieutenant is obviously handling
At the
you.
station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
Alright. Well, I'm absolutely wrecked. So let me get out of here. I probably, well, not probably, I do need to go buy more medicines and stuff like that. Maybe I should have tried all these checks at the end of the day. Because then, when you sleep, you recover everything already. So, I should have done that, actually. Let me go here into Frit. I would certainly like to purchase medicine.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Alright, let me buy one of these.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And some Hypno Gamma.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or... Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel... Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay, that's enough. There we go. I think we're good for now. Let me get out of here. And... do I want to go try... yeah, that electrochemistry is a little out of the way, but I want to try it before my alcohol runs out. Let me just go up there and check it out. I think I'm going to need to put a point into electrochemistry. What is this? Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Alright, let me put on my electrochemistry clothes. I'm at +1 already here. There was another one. Somewhere around here. There we go, these pants. Excellent. Let's try this.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's been...
I need to put a point into it. My last point.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
58%.
It's barely covered in steam anymore.
Let's do it.
Your face in the mirror. Adorned. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
All that for that. I'm gonna let the mirror be for now. Okay, let's actually go investigate some stuff.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor. Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
This is where the magic happens.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
This is an expression of me, my individualism.
I have no idea what that means.
He looks towards the exit longingly. Alright. Maybe with Kim here, she'll open the door. Let me try this again.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. As you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand.
Okay, so she must have gone in recently.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going.
Okay, let me try again then.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is.
Okay, so still nothing that I can do there. Alright, fine. Let me get out of here, and let me continue investigating. I think I want to go talk to Everard. I might start all the way over at the Union and start making my way from right to left on the map, and just kind of hitting up everything I can along the way, if that makes sense. Still need to call some people from the lorry. Oh, who are these two people here? Interesting.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the man with the piss written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan. Fuck the world.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
SKULLS. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Who are the SKULLS?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Of course I do, I'm just testing you.
The SKULLS are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
His voice rings with excitement.
Besmetine, or the Besmeti, the Immortals, are West Rivisholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
I'm gonna say nothing.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
Throw him off his game.
Are you sure a Skull would say that?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand, or to you.
This is definitely something the Skulls would say, but we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls brand in any way. On the contrary, we're just here to market it.
Hold on, why does a criminal gang need marketing?
We think of it more like two franchises merging. You know, us two and the Skulls. I really feel like we would add more to the table. Spice things up here in Martinez, you know. Get the old machine of pain and suffering oiled up real good.
What would these guys have to offer any organization?
Doesn't it already have enough spice?
There can always be more. In the end, it won't matter. Till then.
So you're just pretending to be as nasty and vicious as the Skulls.
Hey, we can be just as hard. Like pavement on top of pavement, or a brick on top of another brick.
Or a grave on top of a grave.
These kids have the vocabulary, but might be missing a brain. Wouldn't a grave on top of a grave be just a big hole? What's hard about holes? Filling them up, baby.
Who's Van Eyck?
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
A young woman kneels on a sheet of ice, as if looking for something lost ages ago. She bends until her right ear touches the frozen water. She listens to it crack, slowly.
So you're saying I'm an old man?
Yep, old as fuck.
He nods enthusiastically.
Yeah, man. It's like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there.
Judging by that, Van Eyck is some sort of musician. Or killer.
Enough about this scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck around, I am the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark.
That could be the case. Yes, a brilliant work of art.
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket have piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person. even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Makes sense.
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Though he seemed lacking in vocabulary, it seems that the young man has expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
Blow it up.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are two of us and two of those jackets.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or... you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
So I can try Half-Light, but I think I have items here. Well, talking with you has definitely been something. Okay, so there's a new thought here.
Actual art degree. Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. Lacking in imagination. Uninformed reimagining of. Limp-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at. Talentless fuckfest. Recidivistic shit peddler. Pedantic, listless, savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
So I lose hand-eye coordination. That sucks. Hands shake from the anger, how shit it all is. But conceptualization, I get passive heal, +1 morale, and give +10 experience. So is that anytime I get a conceptualization, chat? So maybe I should put on my conceptualization clothes. Because if it's giving me 10 experience every time, that could stack up over time. That might actually be pretty good. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I tried to get rid of some white checks. I dumped all of my skill points. That probably was not very wise on my part. I won't lie. But, you know me, I'm a completionist. I know it's impossible to do everything there is to do in this game. But if there are white checks to be done, I'm going to want to try to get them done, okay? So, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.